Imagine this. You're researching a medical breakthrough, drafting a complex contract, or trying to nail a coding challenge. Every minute counts, but what if there was a tool that could cut through the noise, pull insights from thousands of pages, and present them in minutes, seconds? That's what we're after today. Google's I just summarized a 200-page government report in under 10 seconds. Meanwhile, Ellen's Grok was already quoting live tweets about it before most journalists even saw the headline. That's the kind of AI power we read dealing with in 2025. Large language models aren't just smart anymore. They've become specialized tools that can reason, create, and adapt in ways that are changing how we live and work. And with all the buzz around ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Grok, the big question is, which one is actually worth your time and your money? To answer that, all four were tested in real-world scenarios, things people actually use AI for. Over the past several months, each model has been used in hands-on tasks like writing code, breaking down legal rulings, summarizing complex research, and even crafting bedtime stories. This isn't a generic comparison or hype piece. This is a deep dive into how they really perform, where they shine, and where they fall short. A few years ago, ChatGPT 4 was the undisputed king. It could write essays, solve math, make jokes about sentient toasters. You name it. But here in 2025, that monopoly is over. Claude is pushing into version 4. Gemini is at 2.5 Pro. First up, we've got coding. The test: write a C++ function that recursively scans directories and returns all files over 1 megabyte. Claude delivered clean, elegant code with smart comments and edge case handling. It even accounted for symlink recursion and generated a makefile. ChatGPT was quick, accurate, and conversational, making collaboration feel natural. Grok surprised us with its speed and clarity. It defaulted to Python but switched to C++ with ease and even explained the logic like a smart, opinionated friend. Gemini was strict and professional, great with precise instructions, but less intuitive if prompts were vague. So the verdict: Claude is ideal for production-quality code. ChatGPT excels in flexible iteration. Grok is snappy and fun for fast development, and Gemini works best for structured, standards-based projects, next, reasoning, and research. For deep concepts like Supreme Court rulings or Shannon's limit on analog modems, Claude stood out again. Its responses were slow, careful, and deeply layered, like a professor guiding you through complexity. ChatGPT was clearer and more accessible, especially for learning something new, but sometimes glossed over edge cases unless asked. Grok, with its real-time integration, pulled current data and social media reactions to offer both facts and public sentiment, perfect for fast-moving topics. Gemini excelled in processing large structured documents, summarizing 100-page PDFs or long reports with impressive accuracy and formatting. So Claude for depth, ChatGPT for clarity, Grok for speed and context, and Gemini for handling big structured input. When it came to creative writing, each model brought its own flair. The prompt: write a bedtime story about a dragon afraid of fire. ChatGPT crafted a heartfelt tale that felt tailor-made for reading aloud, complete with emotional arcs and a charming resolution. Claude's version was more poetic and introspective. Beautiful, but perhaps better suited to older kids. Grok gave to takes, one goofy, one symbolic, and even offered jokes and visuals. Gemini leaned educational with scientific explanations about the dragon's fire glands, interesting, but maybe not ideal for bedtime. Overall, ChatGPT wins on emotional resonance, Claude on literary depth, Grok on playful creativity, and Gemini on informative content. Now breaking news is where one model runs away with it: Grok 3. Whether it's a new court ruling or a major product launch, Grok taps directly into live news feeds, social media, and trending threads. It doesn't just tell you what happened, it tells you how the internet is reacting. ChatGPT can keep up if browsing is enabled, but it's slower and more filtered. Claude is cautious and tends to wait for verified data. Gemini is factual and safe, but rarely first to report. For real-time awareness, Grok dominates. And here's a critical point: context windows. This determines how much text a model can process at once, your input and its output. Now let's talk pricing. ChatGPT offers the most flexible options, from free to unlimited paid plans with usage caps to dedicated chat. Its API is also very cost-effective, starting at $4 per 1,000 messages and scaling down to $2 with volume. Claude's free trial is generous, but subscriptions start at $42 per month with watermarks and custom plans for businesses. Gemini's free tier is limited, but Pro is a flat $20 per user per month with usage caps. Add custom models and advanced support, and you're re-looking at $100 to $1,000 plus per month. And then there's Grok, free up to 1,000 messages per day with watermarks. After that, pricing is API only and scales dynamically based on usage, which is hard to predict since Grok ingests data constantly. In conclusion, there's no single best model, just the best one for the job at hand. Want reliable, elegant code? Claude's the engineer. Need emotionally rich storytelling or quick answers? Chat's your co-pilot. Looking to stay on top of real-time news or social trends? Grok is unmatched. And if your work involves dense reports, massive context, or structured documents, Gemini quietly outperforms them all. If this breakdown helps you make sense of the rapidly shifting AI landscape, go ahead and drop a like and maybe a sub if you haven't already. This channel dives deep, cuts through the hype, and helps you find the right tool for the task. Until next time, your seat in the garage will be waiting. And hey, if you're still hungry for more, here's a quick peek into our testing process. First off, we didn't use any pre-trained fine-tuned models or system messages. We wanted to see how they performed with vanilla prompts out of the box. Each model went through the same exact prompts and tests, and when there were differences in performance, we investigated further. For instance, we noticed that Claude consistently took 2-3 times longer to generate outputs compared to the other models. We confirmed this across multiple tests and prompts. On average, ChatGPT responded in about 1 second, Grok in 2 seconds, and Gemini in about 3 seconds. Meanwhile, Claude's response time ranged from 4 to 10 seconds. This significant delay might be due to Claude's emphasis on accuracy and avoiding hallucinations. As stated in their documentation, they prioritize correctness over speed, which aligns with our observations. Another intriguing observation is that while Grok advertises a 750,000 token context window, our tests suggest it might decrease during peak hours. We tested this by incrementally adding text to a response until it stopped continuing. The cutoff point varied between 200,000 and 400K tokens. This reduction could be attributed to Grok's indexing strategy, where relevant tweets are added to the context based on keywords. During peak times when many users are ingesting and querying data, this process might be throttled, leading to a smaller effective context window. However, during off-peak hours, the context window behaved as advertised in the range of 700K tokens. These insights into performance and behavior can help you make informed decisions when choosing the right model for your needs. Remember, one size doesn't fit all, and understanding the strengths and limitations of each model can make all the difference. So keep experimenting, stay curious, and stay tuned for more updates.